Thank you very much, Mr. Evans and Mr. Costa, for putting this together. It is really an honor to be a part of this and to really feel the synergy that's developing in American politics around these ideas that are really unifying people. So my name is Adam Kokesh. I'm from Arizona, and I'm running for the Libertarian Party nomination for president in 2020 on the platform of dissolving the entire federal government, taking it through a peaceful, responsible, orderly bankruptcy process that leaves us with 50 independent states and up to 562 sovereign native nations. And of course, we're disowning the illegitimate debt that the federal government uses as an excuse to rip us all off. We are localizing government down at the state level. We're not looking for any upheaval. We're looking to end that polarization that you're talking about, Marcus, about liberals and conservatives in America having to see each other as enemies. And it's been amazing being on the campaign trail, seeing how this message resonates with people across the board. And I love your intro, but I would like to suggest a couple reframings, if I may. First of all, you joke about, and I'm not conservative by any stretch. I'm really, really down the middle libertarian. And I think what we're doing here, the concept of localization transcends the left-right spectrum. It transcends this artificial divide spectrum of partisanship entirely. And when you say, oh, well, you don't love California, I'm from California originally. I love California for all the things that I look at in California politics. I understand you're being a little tongue-in-cheek, you're being a little facetious, and it's funny. But we love you enough that, and I know it's me being facetious, speaking on the collective we of, not California, America, but like, we love you enough that we want you to have the California experiment. Yeah. Whatever it is that you want to do, not tied to the rest of the country. To me, that's the unification of localization. That's what's bringing people together. That's what's more American than anything else that we could do in this country, declare our independence and say, we're not going to be a part of this bigger system anymore. And the other thing is that what we're addressing with this is often sort of sidelined as a political curiosity. The people who want to tinker with the system in some meaningful way, but I see this as fundamentally different when we're talking about localization and or secession, anything that's redrawing the lines, that limits the geographical monopoly that governments have. It's that centralization of control that leads to corruption. And we can see that, and we can make that case in like this conversation. I'm afraid for people like me, like, and I know Marcus is as a friend, going back a little while here, like we're really nerdy. Like we really are the weirdos in society today. So I'm like, no. I'm not just going to accept all these bullshit political answers. I'm gonna solve the Rubik's cube. We're gonna come up with a solution as big as the problem. We're gonna apply something meaningful here. And we get caught up in that insider baseball, nerdy, technical discussion. But the challenge, I think, for us is connecting to make this a popular movement, to connect it to real human needs that motivate us. And we are all motivated out of love. We are all activists. We are people who are motivated by a deep-seated sense of injustice. When people ask, like, why am I running fundamentally? It's because I just see that I am in this position. I see this opportunity, and I can't stand idly by while my family is suffering. Right. And I would say my immediate family suffers under government in some very specific ways. We're doing okay. I'm not complaining, but I look at my family of the American people, and I go, oh my gosh, if there was one single thing I could get out of the way that's holding us back, the federal government getting us to live in harmony and respect and American values for each other's right to self-determination at the community level, because this is just the first step. If California can be independent, why can't San Diego? Why can't Orange County? Why can't whatever subdivision say we don't want to be a part of your bigger scam anymore? Yeah. And we are the only ones, therefore, addressing a realistic solution. And I'm so glad that you mentioned in your introduction, Marcus. Who was the podcaster you mentioned there?
Ben Shapiro.
Ben Shapiro, thank you. The name is Ben Shapiro is one of the top podcasters in America. Distinctly conservative mindset. Right. Very sharp, very big platform.
And in California.
I hope, and I hope that he, you talk about him turning to hope. I hope that he would come and listen to this, and he would interview people like you, people like me, people who are offering a radical solution. And it's not radical in terms of being extreme, it's radical in terms of the true meaning of that word, striking at the root of the problem. And with the American people, so many of us are living paycheck to paycheck, can't afford what we know we're capable of for medical care. When we have people in our families who are destroyed by family law courts, when we have jobs that suck because of government regulations, because of control of the market and manipulation through corporatism, when we feel all of that self autonomy that is robbed from us,